How you feel? You still with your flower now? Yeah, that's important. I used to mention before that when we practice meditation, it's not only when we close our eyes, because we have more time, open eyes. And I tell all my students, when you meditate every morning at your meditation seat, when you have peace, you have love. When you stand up from the seat, take that peace and wisdom with you. Do not leave that peace at the meditation cushion. And that's sometimes in life we forget. You have a good moment and then you get into some situation you lost that peace that you cultivate. So my teacher said we meditate only 2 times a day. Yeah, first time when we close our eyes, the second time when we open our eyes. And that can kind of stabilize the wisdom in real life. And now you use term mindfulness a lot. And yesterday in my small class, I clarified that in Eightfold Path, they start with right view, but the last 2 is right mindfulness and right concentration, which mindfulness in Pali is used as sati, like aware, and then concentration or sometimes meditation is samadhi. It's like a two term to differentiate mindful awareness. But now they mix up. Do mindfulness mean do meditation? But actually in the original Pali, mindfulness is more like open eyes, and then you be aware every moment. Because when you close eyes, it's like it's deeper level of your refining awareness, concentration, meditation. Can you see a difference? Yeah. So that is close eye meditation and open eyes meditation in my teacher guidance. Today I have a topic that very close to my heart. It's called Kalyanamitta. Kalyanamittata. I'm sure Alan mentioned this concept before. They have different translation in English. Good friendship, virtuous friendship, admirable friendship. And today we're gonna stick to this spiritual friendship or spiritual guide. In learning Buddha teaching, many people who didn't study widely enough, maybe they read from one book, they read from one author, and didn't see original Pali version. Sometimes they do not clearly understand. They said, oh, Buddhists just go to your home, quiet, meditate, and you not mess around with people too much. You are quiet people, but you're not so friendly, something like that. You know, some people like Buddhists, you just focus on your self-development. You don't care about what happened outside. It's not true. Buddha, he a social revolutionist. In that time, you imagine when they said, oh, you're from the feet of God, you're from the hand, you're from, and he said, everyone is equal. Wow, that's a big shock to the society in that time. So he really touched the nerve of the society, not in the small scale, in a big scale. If you study widely, especially when you see the original Pali version, Buddha emphasized a lot on friendship, on not just practice alone. And that's why Sangha is very important. And today I reflect that this thing really made me sitting here right now with you. Because when we say good friendship, is not only friend like this. Your mother, your teacher, anyone who bring good idea, good thought, that can be friend. So I think when I was young, I cannot be here right now without my mom. Because my mom, she's a good Buddhist. She wake up 4 or 4:30 in the morning, cook the rice. And even anyone been to Thailand before, you will see, we still keep that tradition. The monk walk with the bowl into the village, and then people will put the food into the bowl. It's ancient. Now Bangkok changed, but in a small street, there's still monk walk past by. My mom, She wake up in the morning and cook. When I was young, it's easy. She tried to wake me up. And for young kids, Mom, it's too early. Like, I want to. I said, no. Giving to monk, giving to spiritual teacher is important. They not work. They rely on our generosity. This is a good, we call merit or punya energy. So she wake me up, and I watched that when I was young. Do not understand too much, but the feeling side, it's like the seed of kindness, of giving is already there. You can imagine in an opposite situation when the kids are violent at home, experience not kind reaction. Yeah, maybe they don't understand too much, but emotional side they receive right away, right? So I'm so grateful to my mom that when I grow up more, imagine teenage, we stay late, and I like soccer. Oh, in England, in Italy, not easy for me to wake up. But my mom still keep insisting. When I was young, maybe 40 monks walk past by. So when I become older, I catch less monk because I become later and later. I think around maybe 16, 17, I catch only one monk. But, that's a big blessing. Because the last monk, he's the oldest one. Right? He walks slow. Other monk walk first. And I come and then I put food into the bowl and give me a blessing. Yeah, and his voice very powerful. And that blessing resonates in me until I grow up. And when I come to Bangkok, not much to the temple, but when the crisis moment, some of you know that I have a migraine problem. When I was young, like perfectionist, like Steve Jobs type. Number one, happy. Number two, what happened? And look to who is number one. That kind of mindset, not healthy at all. So that's a term that I need to go to the hospital. I'm not retarded. I'm a good student, but it's a problem of number one. That you always concerned about securing that spot. And that's another suffering. Right? Impermanent, it might change, and it will change. We see in the business, we see in many things. Without my mom nurturing me, when that crisis moment comes, I stress and depressed and everything come, that blessing come back. When I take a shower, it like the seed is there. When the right condition, it blossom. Oh, instead of go to the dark way, I walk into the Dhamma corner. Like spiritual book, I never walk to that corner. I walk to billionaire corner only. So, wow. Spiritual friendship is so important. And now come to New York. I'm so grateful. Nothing is coincidence. I walked past and I saw the sign and my team and we meet with Alan. And we become friends. And not just come as, I have a responsibility to do, but we are friends and Dhamma family. So I visit him, I learn. Some friend here visit me also at 99th Street West. And we start to develop this Dhamma family and we care each other. And sometimes we talk deep stuff that maybe, even in family, it's not easy to talk this stuff. And I feel so good that I share Buddha medicine. That this is very organic, no side effect. I think you're concerned a lot about medical thing, right? This is very pure, very natural. And the beautiful thing about Buddha teaching is timeless, akaliko. Timeless means 2,000 years ago, it worked. 2019, it will work. 2050, when AI stay with us, it still can work. But it's about how we understand it and apply to the current context. That's why we need Sangha. We need community. We need someone who did it before, succeed or fail. then we learn. Yeah. So today I will look back to Pali Canon, some quote from the Buddha. He talked about this friendship, and we give like a more time for Q&A because it's quite challenging in 2019. Who is good friend? Who is false one? And if you are so close to the false one, and you know how we're gonna handle it skillfully and nicely, we will discuss more. And I'm open for the question. I'm not sure I have all the answer. This is New York. Let's see how it's gonna work around on subway, on the road. But I feel hopeful for New York. I tell my friend in Thailand, every day when I walk on the street, at least one person will do this to me. And wow, I never know them, they never know me. But maybe, I think one day I walk to the Central Park. Thanks for your good work, good man. Mm-hmm. He said, I didn't know him, but he said, thanks for your good work. And then I smile. So I'm hopeful for New York. Let's do it here. Let's see how we can pull this energy in this bustling, hectic town and make it sane. And really show to the world that, yeah, you can see what we do it here. If we can make it here, we can make it anyway, right? Frank Sinatra. Yeah, maybe one of the most challenging tests to do this thing, but you prove it works. Every Sunday, come, find peace. This is beautiful. When I travel now, I talk a lot about what CMC has done to New York. And they said, really? In New York, people sit quiet, peaceful? That's not what they see in the media, right? Yeah, one day we should be featured in the media. That this could be more. In Samyutta Nikaya, there's a moment Venerable Ananda, you heard his name, Ananda. He's like assistant to the Buddha. He's a prince also, but he become a monk, royal family member. He asked the Buddha, oh, Venerable Sir, like a Buddha, this is a half of holy life, that is good friendship, good companionship, and good comradeship. And Buddha replied, not so, Ananda, not so, Ananda. This is the entire of holy life. Ananda, that is good friendship, good companionship, good comradeship. When a monk or a person has a good friend, good companion, a good comrade, it is to be expected that he will develop and cultivate the noble eightfold path. Clear? And I will expand more. That no, not hard. Who you stay with, who you choose to spend time with, will affect not 50%, might be 100% of your life. Another teaching is not a quote, but something related. In a teaching called Mangala Sutta, I just mentioned earlier, noble seeing is one of them. It's 38 factor. Buddha talked about what is the 38th step you can live a blessed life. And the first two, quite interesting. Number one, avoiding the fool. Number two, associating with the wise. That's the first two. Right? 38 step, the first two is about friendship, is about who you... It's not about oneself, actually. However, my teacher, I learned from him, he said, when we look into this Buddha teaching, we must look in both ways. External and internal. What is that? External means the fool, it means someone who are fool. The wise is someone else who are wise. But he said sometimes we ourselves, internally, if we become the fool one, it attracts the fool one. If we become more wise, it attracts more wise also. When we say avoid, not just avoid externally, but avoid internally. that, oh, today I'm a fool, and the definition you can give it, this is not the wise day for me. This kind of, so not only think about connecting outside but inside. And Buddha showed the way: sila, samadhi, panya, self-discipline, meditation, and wisdom. How we become more wise and less foolish. We practice. Once you cultivate that more, like a good quality, you will start to see clearly. Oh, this not smell good. You can sense it. But if you not smell good also, it's kind of not easy. Like we smell the same. We can be together. But once you're more clean, you better, you will see. But with compassion, you not feel bad about that person, you feel compassionate. That, oh, now I know better. I hope one day I can help you. But right now, I need to develop myself first. I'm not strong enough in this moment. I talk about loving kindness and equanimity. That you need to balance that. If you want to jump, help someone drowning, make sure you know how to swim. If not, die both. Right? In goodness. This is the first part we'd like to share with you. And you might ask, how we know this is good virtuous friend or spiritual guy, or this is not? Oh, they look very friendly. They are well with me. Another part in Pali Canon from Tika Nikaya. This time Buddha talked to the lay person named Sinkhalaka. It's mentioned Pali Canon, householder's son, like a son of one businessman. He said, householder's son. There are these four types who can be seen as foes, F-O-E-S, foes. Who can be seen as foes in friendly guise, G-U-I-S-E. Look friendly, but no, not your good friend. But look good. Did it 2,000 years ago? You see, timeless. In today's world right now, wow, they come and they talk nice to you, and you want to hear further? Very interesting. And he said, what is this four type? That, oh, this is not good friend. The first one, the friend who seeks what he can get. He come to you not for friendship, because they saw they can get something from you. So yeah, nice and kind. The first one. The second one, the friend who talks but empty words. Talk nice but it never happen. Oh yes, I'm gonna do it, and they never show up. Yeah, this is the second one. The third one, the friend who only or merely flatter you. Oh, you are great, you are. But you know that, no, this is not. Oh, Buddha said, be careful. And the number four, the friend who leads to indulgence. I'm gonna drink with you till the morning. Oh, wow, he my good friend. But if it become more mindless, not mindful, oh, anything we talk about sila, right? That is a standard to live a good life. And number five, intoxicant, Buddha said it's not direct, it's indirect. Because when you drunk, when you intoxicated, your mindfulness is low. And your mindfulness is low, you might trouble yourself with number one, killing, number two, drunk and drive. You know, that's a clear example, right? So he said, this four, one who sees what he can get, one who talk but empty word, one who flatter you only, and one who lead to indulgence. The wise man recognizing this, the wise man will see and not be fooled with this four, should hold themselves aloof from them. Yeah, we will discuss more. If you see this in your house, in your company, you need to work with them. How are we going to handle this? And the second part, he said, Sinkalaka, householder's son. These are 4 types who can be seen as loyal friend. Loyal, loyal friend. Yeah, friend that you can trust. Number 1, the friend who is a helper. When you need help, yes, what I can do. I want you to be less stressed or trouble. The friend number 2, the friend in times both good and bad. Yeah, you heard that, right? Good time, yeah, many friends, but bad time, true friend. The friend in need is a friend indeed, right? There's an old saying. Okay, relax. Loving kindness. Okay, please handle that. Number 1, a helper. Number 2, the friend in both good time and bad time. Number 3, friend who show the way that's right. And sometimes they not talk so sweet. Because what you done wrong, it needs wake up message. Do not misinterpret good friend as someone upsetting you. That you must see what is the content in that, not be too emotional, and be neutral and okay, it's true. Thank you so much. I will take it. We will talk more about how to be good friend also. If it's too harsh, too direct, not at the right time, you cannot be a good friend too. We will talk more on that 7 quality of good friend. Helper, time of good and bad, show the way that's right. And number 4, friend who full of sympathy. Yeah, something happy, I'm with you. Something trouble is your business. No, this is not a good friend. The good friend will, yes. I think these 4 things kind of related. Helper, good time, bad time, show what's right, and then full of sympathy. These 4 kinds of friends, the wise should know. And Buddha said, you should know, and not disregard. Wow, this is important. The wise should know their true worth. That wow, they are worthy. Do not treat them in the way that they don't want to continue that good heart with you. He should cherish, he or she should cherish them with care, just like a mother with her dearest child. This is Buddha said about 4 false friends and the 4 good and virtuous friends. Interesting? Yeah, it's happening around you. So be mindful with this thing. Okay, I will have the last quote and then the Q&A. We have a lot of time today. Once you know the important, and now you see clearly, wow, what's that? How we develop ourselves to be a spiritual friend to someone, or spiritual guide to someone. And you can trust me on this, that when you help other people, you help yourself greatly. I repeat again, when you help other people, you help yourself greatly. Why? One thing is happiness that you cannot buy with the money. When someone trusts you, when someone you make my day change, you make my life change, you feel so good. You have million reasons to wake up and do something good again and again. Helping others is helping yourself. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. And another way, when you said, oh, let's go, like me, I said, you should meditate every day. When you say to help someone, you say to yourself, right? Because you know, if you said, do it and you didn't do it, they cannot be helped by you. And this is important, that sometimes we forget, we communicate, but we do not remember what we communicate. So I encourage you to look at this. Buddha talked about the 7 quality of spiritual friend. That when you look to someone else, they have this 7 quality or not, then I should develop that too, so I can be happier, I can be more meaningful to myself, my family, and people around me. Buddha, this from Anguttara Nikaya. Like today I quote from 3 different books: Samyutta Nikaya, Tikka Nikaya, and this last one, Anguttara Nikaya. This time he talked to the Sangha, monks. One should associate with a friend who possesses this 7 quality. And when you see someone has this 7 quality, associate with one. They are the wise one. Number 1, they are endearing. The way they talk, the way they act is endearing. Wow, it gives good energy. The second one, they are respectable. You see something in them, wow, I can respect you. That's so good. I want to learn from you. Number 3, they are culture. Like a culture, ED. They have very culture, composure. They say what need to be said. They quiet when need to be quiet. Maybe not talk too much, but every time they talk, wow, that's wise. That's wisdom. That's number 3. Number 4, they are good counselor. When you bring up something, always get some good wisdom. Oh, wow, I can take that. I think you imagine opposite a lot, right? That sometimes, wow, you don't ask, but okay, come, and then sometimes you in a difficult time. Number 5, they are patient listener. They listen. They want to listen more than talk. I use that a lot in my work, and many times I listen. I talk to my student. Oh, you like come to see me, right? I'm like your psychiatrist, but I don't charge high. Like I make a joke with them and they laugh. I say, no, we are friends. You come anytime, and I will support you with Buddha Dhamma. Number 6, they are able to treat profound subject. Yeah, this now more developed. Like you need to be on purpose to develop yourself to be this good spiritual guy. And number 7, they do not lead to a useless end. They do not lead to the useless, not useful. Something that you see at the end, maybe it looks fun in the middle, but at the end, it's not good. Yeah, I repeat again. What is 7? Number 1, endearing. Number 2, respectable. Number 3, culture. Number 4, good counselor. Number 5, patient listener. Number 6, ability to treat profound subject. And number 7, do not lead to the useless end. Yeah, this is the 7 quality of a good spiritual friend or good spiritual guide. You have 7? You have some? Yeah, this is a guideline that you can use. I would like to end and then we have Q&A. That it's so important to practice well with the community. Yeah, we're not in the excellent spiritual mode all the time. We are human beings. We're not enlightened yet. So when you are good mood, good time, practice yourself to be kalyana. Yeah, help someone. You help someone, you help yourself. You nurture yourself. And that'll be the time, that'll be the day that everything you learn, it look like doesn't work. Do not be alone. Reach out. You can use this guide I give you today. This is the 4 that good. This is not good. Reach out to someone that wow, when you start to reach out, there will be someone. Yeah, do not think, oh, I'm alone, I'm fighting this alone. No. Reach out because there are the people in the world who want to be good friends too. Yeah, and they wait that you will open up for their help or not. Right? So when a good time, be a good spiritual friend. When not so good time, reach out to the certain quality you try to cultivate. This could be awesome. Well, we can live. That we use the strength of self-development and we use the strength of teamwork also at the same time. And I'm sure you feel so grounded, not alone, and feel like, oh, I like this one. They said, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, walk together. Then we can finally one day no more suffering, and we all keep that shining mind, make a good life for ourselves and everyone. Thank you.